Hey, what's up, nerds? Last week's discussion of banned cards led me to want to talk about ante this week. Yes, those of you that are younger than this old man probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
You are about to participate in a great adventure.
So, ante was a game mechanic in Magic the Gathering all the way back from Alpha. Started in Alpha, ended in Homelands. Basically, what would happen is before a game, if you were playing for ante, each of you would draw a card at random from your deck, put it in the ante zone, and the winner of the game would get to keep both of those cards permanently. It was a way you could lose cards in the game. Kind of, sort of, a little bit like betting. It reminds me of when my parents talked about playing marbles as kids, and I guess if you, you could win other kids' marbles from them in, marbles, who knows? I'm losing my marbles. It put an element of risk into the game of Magic, kind of trying to up the stakes. It was an original Richard Garfield idea. It was extremely unpopular. If you go online and find some old discussion threads where people remember playing for ante, they usually mention that they didn't do it or their play group had rules against it because nobody really wanted to lose their cards, especially as Magic cards started to gain financial value. You had the chance of giving up one of your very valuable rare cards in ante. It was banned from all constructed play in 1994 in January. The same time Scheherazade was banned. But even though it was banned in 94 from constructed play, there were still ante cards printed, new ante cards even, in Ice Age and Homelands. 4th edition and Chronicles both reprinted a number of ante cards. There are only 9 cards in total that mention ante on them. Here are some of my favorite examples. Number 1 is Contract from Below, all the way from Alpha. This is one of my favorite cards simply because it was banned for more than one reason. Very vocal conservative parent groups didn't really like the reference to the devil and making deals with the devil. Plus, it was an ante card, so flushed right down the toilet. It allowed you to discard your entire hand, add the top card from your library to your ante, and then draw 7 new cards. It was a way to kind of give yourself an extra mulligan, I suppose. Then we have the Jeweled Bird from Arabian Nights. I think it was reprinted in Chronicles as well. It's an artifact, only costs 1 uncolored mana to play. You tap it during the game, you put it into the ante, and then you take all the other cards you own out of the ante and put them in your graveyard. So it was kind of a way of replacing maybe one of your really valuable cards you were not happy about giving up with the Jeweled Bird and moving on with the game. The very last ante card to be printed was the Tamaran Fiends from Homelands. And this is a kooky picture on this card. It cost you 1 colorless and 2 black mana to play. It was a 1/1 creature, a fiend. And if during the game you could play 3 black and sacrifice it, you could pick an artifact in the game, and the owner of that artifact could ante the top card of their library. If they don't, then you switch ownership of the artifact with that player and Tamaran Fiends. So you get their artifact, they get Tamaran Fiends permanently. I don't even know why people would come up with shit like this. But anyway, this was the last ante card to be printed in Homelands, even though the process had been banned from all constructed play already for quite some time. And finally, probably my personal favorite of the ante cards was the Bronze Tablet. Yes, it does cost 6 colorless mana to play, but you pay 4 and you tap it and you exile it, and any target permanent the opponent owns, they can pay up 10 life. If they do, you put Bronze Tablet in that owner's graveyard. Otherwise, that player owns Bronze Tablet and you own the other exiled card. So I guess you could just hit them with the Bronze Tablet treatment and take the most valuable card from the table. crazy that this was part of Magic, honestly. I don't know anybody who would really want to play this way, especially because cards started gaining financial value almost immediately, and you paid money to have your good decks. But, hey, it's part of Magic history, and I'm here for it. Hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching. You're awesome out there. Take care.